Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, and breaking news, and that might be already know, I already made a short about this. Jim Harbaugh is going to the NFL. He is going to coach for the Chargers, and this leaves a big opening job at Michigan, which, excuse me, there could be multiple candidates for that could come out. But right now, Sharon Moore is the guy that probably they will put as the head coach. He was the dude who filled in for him during the time he couldn't coach during the investigation part, which is kind of what the thing about Harbaugh. Only coached for 6 regular season games and 3 playoff games. I mean, yeah, 3 postseason games, conference championship, and then you have the 2 playoff games he won. So the coach has a head coach 9 games. He probably had a lot of say in the pregame and the weekly stuff, but actual game, Sharon Moore was the main guy. A lot of guys like him. He probably should be the main guy. He should probably be the main candidate. But what does this mean for Michigan more than anything else? They are going to have to figure out this transfer portal thing, because we already saw what happened whenever Nick Saban leaves Alabama. Players the caliber of Caleb Downs, who was looked at as the next great safety, not just in Alabama history, but in college football history, left for Ohio State because of Nick Saban leaving. You had Cannon Proctor, he left. You had Isaiah Bond, he left. You had a lot of guys like that leave because of the coaching change. Granted, Kalen DeBoer is doing some good stuff now, getting some of his guys from Washington to come down, and possibly some more, but it's interesting to see what happens. Then you have situations like when Jedd Fisch got signed to Washington, everyone from Arizona staff went up there. Everyone from Arizona staff pretty much went up there, and a lot of players did too. So Arizona probably not going to be as good as what we thought they were going to be this year, unless the San Jose State coach fills in phenomenally for him. But this here, if Sharon Moore becomes the head coach, it will be interesting to see how many people even leave, because he coached half the regular season games. They were used to him being the guy, and he seemed like a lot of people on that team really did like him. I mean, he was crying after the game against Penn State because how much this meant to him to win this game after all the scandals and stuff that's happened, all the other stuff, the controversies and everything, and seeing how the team kind of rallied around that. Being able to beat Penn State, Maryland, and Ohio State is impressive. 2 of those games being on the road. Very impressive stuff. And I would be surprised if they went after anyone else. I mean, there's not many other, in my opinion, great candidates to go after. There's not like an NFL coach that's like, yeah, it can come down here and it will be even better for you. I don't see that happening. You don't usually see that unless the head coach that comes up from college just drastically fails in the pros. Drastically fails. And there's no one really like that right now. So they're probably going to keep him at Michigan. But you have guys like J.J. McCarthy. You have guys like Blake Corum. The 2 main guys are now gone. They're going to the pros. And now we got to see what they're going to come in with. I think Donovan Edwards might. I'm not sure Donovan Edwards is going to be there this year or not. I don't know. But one thing I can tell you is that this team is going to be worse than last year. And Ohio State is way better. Way better. And Penn State has Drew Aller for another year, as has for 2 years and more. So you have guys. Penn State's probably going to get better. You have Washington coming in. You have Oregon coming in. You have Dylan Gabriel at quarterback. I'll be interested to see what Dan Lanning does with that. And then Ohio State looks like the best team in the country right now, just talent-wise. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do as the head coach. They should put Sharon Moore as the guy, but you never know. Because I think people really forgot, especially when Michigan fans, yes, a lot of Michigan fans were calling for Jim Harbaugh's job. They forgot how bad they used to be. Really, they were awful at one point. They were like 4-8 bad. Like, bad. Like, they were worse than Vanderbilt. Not current day Vanderbilt, but at the time Vanderbilt type of bad. And, like, even at the time, Rutgers would probably give them a good battle before Jim Harbaugh came. And immediately made a difference. So I'm interested to see what happens there. If anyone's going to leave, probably some people will leave, but not as many as the Bama situation or Washington situation did, because they're bringing a whole other, or Arizona, because they're bringing a whole other guys. If Michigan goes out and gets someone else, that'd be shocking to me. I wonder who that would be. I don't know. But if there's any candidates out there, this is a good job. They just won a national title game. You can't really find a better job than this. Really cannot. But I'd be shocked if they do that. So yeah, I'd love to hear Michigan's opinions on this. And yeah, I'm just kind of not surprised, but like, well, you did your best at Michigan and you won them a title. That's the best you can possibly do. So go win one in the pros. Let's see what you do with Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, and all of them boys in LA. So yeah, put down in the comments what you feel about this and everything you want to put down there. I'll read them, I'll check them out, and maybe respond to some. So yeah, hope you have a great day. Stay safe, y'all, and God bless y'all.